right? We don't do
No
that in Namibia, but I think
ways.
one of our next videos should be to look up a recipe and cook a recipe of pumpkin leaves. You're up for it? Are you up for it?
I'm up for it. As you
Okay.
can see, this corn has about 3 ears. I wish it had more so it can hear what I'm saying right now. You got it there. So, as you can see here, it's a really little squash and it's already producing some male flowers right now. And surprisingly, there's this gooseberry. Um, okay, let me call her Mrs. Goosey.
Mm.
She was a surprise that came out to this garden when we just realized, and I felt so happy that she was a volunteer and maybe she's doing well in this bed. And as you can see, there's a bee, and this is the climbing part. Right now it's hanging in the air because there's no cone for it to climb up on. As you can see in that bed, which can really help, really tall cone. So if there was a cone, maybe this for example, because it's one of the tallest ones, it would be climbing up on them. And you can see it's producing. Yay! This is a really small pot, but they'll get bigger and bigger.
Can you show them any of the flowers that are on this bin?
Uh,
I see one here.
ta-da!
And guys, beans flowers are
Flowers
very
are.
beautiful.
Let me show you
They're
some.
very beautiful.
Uh, they're really bright in color. So, also the squash is doing its job.
So it's already covering the ground, eh?
Yep. And one of the funny things I'm just finding out now, it's vining up on the mulch. So I guess that's what is helping it. So as you can see, these this is an amaranth, also a surprise. Produced really well for us, but it's a really huge competitor. So I felt like the first time I heard it from mom, I just felt like I wanted to snip this thing down, but it was really providing for us, so I just left it. As you can see, how does a do you know that a corn is ready? I didn't say that yet. As you can see, this is a silk, and I already told to you the process of pollination. So when because each silk produces one kernel. So if this silk is fully dead,
Dry.
like dried up,
Yes.
it means that this, the corn, is ready.
Um.
And
So
when for the silk, how it's producing, it's making me feel hungry. Heat. Heat is the number one and main struggle I had in this bed. That's why it's already producing while it's this small. And also, there's not enough rain. Number two. Also, why it's not doing that well sometimes. But now it rained for a few days. Now just look at this. At first, guys, this was really small. But now it got bigger by surprise after we just had a holiday at the north. And one of my other struggles are pests, as you can see right here.
Are
Also,
you sure that was a pest? It looks like wind that blew the leaves.
it might be pests
Yeah.
or wind.
But some of these holes, in this leaf, I can say those are pests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the wind, some some the wind blew, and it was so strong that it broke some of the
Eh,
stems.
Look
And
at this big pest. And she's
hey,
singing happily.
we planted so many times, especially with the corn. Whenever some was little, we felt so happy, but for some reason it just dies off. I think it's just because of the heat in Namibia.
Yeah, they were also just not germinating well because it was too hot.
Also, there was hardly any rain.
Yeah.
So let me just say that. The mulch helped us so much cause at first without it, the like let's say for this corn, it was only half the size. But when we put the mulch, like over let's say a day or two later, it it got this size. And I was so happy and so surprised about that. And, okay, what are the benefits of the Three Sisters? You can grow them in a tiny space, number one. Like let's say maybe half this bed, you can grow it.
Yeah, so you get so much food from very tiny space.
Mm.
Mhm.
And also it does really well and produces a lot for you. If you have a family, plant the Three Sisters right now. You'd be surprised. And provide food for your family. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have a great day and peace.